Can you dance? Can you play music? Can you knit? Well, we all talk about our abilities. We love to boast about the things that we can do. So in English, how do you talk about your abilities? What exact grammar structure do we use to talk about our abilities? Well, that's what we are going to learn in today's lesson. Hey friends, you're with me Niharika and welcome back to a new lesson. Well, today we are going to learn how to talk about our abilities. What exact grammar structure do we use in English when we like to talk about our abilities? So we have like 5 different rules that you need to understand. They're really simple, but we will also look at some examples along with these rules. So the very first one is we can use the word can to talk about general ability. So what are your general abilities? Like I said, I can dance, I can play music, of course, I can knit, I can cook. Oh yes, I'm a great cook, so I can cook. So these are my abilities. So when you are talking about your abilities in general, you can use the word can. Okay? So here are some examples. I can cook. I can dance, and then so on. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are really talented and you have a lot of skills and abilities. So the next time you want to talk about it, you want to boast about yourself, then use the word can. Okay? Moving on to the next rule that I have for you is that to talk about future ability, we use the structure be able to. Okay? Now generally when we talk about our future ability, we do not use the word can. Instead of using the word can, you use the structure be able to. So what are the examples? How would you talk about your future ability? Something that you can possibly do in future. So examples like, well, I'll be able to do this for you. So your friend asks you that, hey, could you help me with this project? So you would say that yes, I mean, you are capable enough to help him out with the project. So that's like a future thing, right? It's a future ability. So how would you tell him that? Well, you will say that, oh yes, I'll be able to help you with it. Okay? Okay, so this is your ability, but it's your future ability. Okay, you're not talking about present or you're not talking about something that you can do right now, but you will be able to help him. So it's about future, and that's exactly the reason why you're using the structure be able to. Okay, so usually avoid using the word can when you're talking about future ability. Instead of that, use be able to. Moving on to the next rule that I have for you is we use the word could to talk about past ability. Now there are certain things that you used to be able to do it in the past, but unfortunately you can't do it now. Or probably you can, but you were kind of better in the past. So when you talk about your past abilities, you end up using the word could. Okay? Certain examples that I can help you with is, I could run 10 miles an hour when I was really young. Yes, I was so fit. I used to go to the gym, I used to do yoga. So I could do that when I was really young. So again, I'm talking about my past ability. I can still run pretty well now, but yes, I'm not really fast as I used to be in the past. Okay, so I could run 10 miles Okay, so that's an example for you. When you're talking about past ability, make sure that you use the word could, right? That's simple. Moving on to the next one that I have for you is could can be used in conditional sentences. Okay, now could can be used in conditional sentences. It means you're using the word could instead of would be able to. Okay, there are certain things that we can do, okay, we would be able to do if we do something. For example, I would be able to get a better job if I learn English. So this is in conditional sentence. So you can use the word could, okay? If I could learn English, I would get a better job, right? That's in conditional sentence. So you remember that you use the word could in conditional sentences. It means that you're using the word could instead of would be able to. Okay, you can use both. Both are correct, but could makes it a little shorter, right? And then the last rule that I have for you is that you use the structure could have followed by the past participle when you talk about unrealized past ability. So maybe something that was possible but it didn't happen, okay? So it's the ability, or I would say a possible ability that didn't happen. So for example, she was so angry at him that she could have killed him, okay? So of course, he's not dead. She didn't really kill him. But yes, she was so angry. She was full of anger and anything could have happened. So remember, you use the structure could have followed by a past participle when you are talking about a possibility or possible ability that could have happened, but it didn't really happen. Okay? And the same structure can also be used to criticize people. Okay? So there are times that we love to criticize someone, right? Well, it's not a great habit, but yes, at times like your friends criticize you or they say something that is not really nice. So you can use the same structure to criticize people, that you could have asked before taking my car. So it's like, yeah, you took my car, but you could have asked me. So you are using the same structure when you criticize people. So it's used for two things: when you are talking about unrealized past ability and when you want to criticize people. Okay, so the next time you want to talk about your abilities, you know how to frame your sentence, how to use it or how to say it in English. Let's quickly revise the same rules right here. We can use the word can when you are talking about general ability, like I can dance, I can sing. Well, not really, but yes, if that's what you can do, then use the word can. To talk about your future ability, we use be able to. So instead of using the word can, you use be able to. We use could to talk about past ability, something that you could do in the past. Well, you use the word could. Could can be used in conditional sentences, which means you can use the word could when you really mean that you would be able to do something if you did something, okay? And then the last one is The structure could have followed by a past participle is used to criticize people, and it is used to talk about unrealized past ability. Okay, so that makes it easy for you. Go ahead, talk about your abilities confidently, and I'll be back with a new lesson soon. Till then, you take care.